Hi Sam. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thanks. What are we learning today?
Today, we're focusing on the word,
ohne,
which means without.
Without.
That's interesting. Are there other meanings for it?
Yes, it can also mean not having or lacking. The most common use is definitely.
without,
Just be careful, though, because it's not a false friend like some other words in.
Deutsch,
Oh, that's good to know. What about its grammar? What do I need to remember?
ohne,
Is a preposition, which means it's used with nouns. It always takes the accusative case. For instance, you would say,
ohne das Buch,
for without the book.
So, is there a plural form for?
Ohne.
Not really, since it's not a noun. But when you use it with plural nouns, like,
ohne die Bücher,
it still works. You just change the noun to its plural form.
That makes sense. Can you tell me more about the history of the word?
Absolutely.
ohne,
Comes from Old High German,
anhi,
meaning free from. Over time, it evolved into its current form. It's fascinating how words change, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. I love learning about word origins.
Let's break down.
ohne,
It doesn't have a prefix, but you can think of it as a root word on its own. It simply means without.
So there's no other part to it.
Correct. It's a stand-alone word. That makes it a bit easier to remember.
What about similar words? Are there any I should know?
There are definitely some interesting ones. For example, you have,
abgesehen von,
which means apart from. Then there's,
außer,
meaning besides.
That's helpful. Any others?
Sure. You could also look at,
verzichten auf,
which means to do without, and,
entbehren,
meaning to lack.
Wow, that's quite a list.
And don't forget,
ohne Zweifel,
meaning without a doubt, and,
ohne Frage,
meaning without question.
Can we practice using?
Ohne.
In some sentences.
Of course. Imagine you're at a cafe. You could say,
ich möchte einen Kaffee ohne Milch.
which means I would like a coffee without milk.
Let me try.
Ich möchte einen Kaffee ohne Zucker.
Perfect. That means I would like a coffee without sugar.
What's another situation where I might use
ohne,
If you were at a doctor's appointment, you might say,
Ich kann ohne meine Brille nicht sehen.
meaning I can't see without my glasses.
ich kann ohne meine Medikamente nicht leben.
Exactly. That means I can't live without my medication. Great job.
What's another context?
While traveling, you could say,
Ich kann nicht reisen ohne meinen Reisepass.
which means I can't travel without my passport.
Ich kann nicht gehen ohne meine Freunde.
That's right. I can't go without my friends. You are getting the hang of it.
I remember you mentioned something about gender hints earlier. What about
Ohne,
Since
Ohne.
is a preposition, there's no gender associated with it. But when you think of nouns that follow it, remember that they will dictate the gender you use.
that makes it easier?
Let's talk about usage notes.
Ohne.
Is generally informal, but it's widely used in both spoken and written.
Deutsch.
Common phrases include
Ohne Zweifel. Ohne Frage.
and
Ohne Ende.
Are there words that people often confuse with
ohne,
yes, people sometimes mix it up with,
Mit.
which means with. Just remember that
Ohne.
is always the opposite of.
Mit.
Could you give me a few example sentences using
ohne,
in different tenses?
Sure. In the present, you might say,
Ich gehe ohne meine Tasche.
in the past, you could say,
Ich ging ohne mein Handy.
and in the perfect, you could say,
Ich bin ohne mein Auto gefahren.
Got it.
Now, let's do a quick recall check. What does
Ohne.
mean?
It means without.
Great. Can you give me an example of a sentence using
Ohne.
ich kann nicht leben ohne meine Familie.
exactly? And how do you use it with the accusative case?
You say
Ohne den Mann.
for without the man.
Right. What's a similar expression we learned?
Ohne Zweifel.
Means without a doubt.
Perfect. Lastly, can you tell me the opposite of?
Mit.
That would be
Ohne.
Awesome. You did really well today, Sam. Remember,
Ohne.
is a handy word to use in many situations.
Thanks, Alex. I appreciate your help. I'll practice using
Ohne.
in my conversations.
That's the spirit. Keep it up, and I look forward to our next lesson.